funkies on back. I've got a lot more things to tell you. So this is a follow-up to the one that I just made. Excuse me. Sarah Palin. Oh, by the way, I have Sarah Palin's book. Let me see. Can you see it? I got it today. It came out. In fact, I have two. This woman is amazing. I've seen her on multiple shows. She said they can't get enough of her. Every show she goes on, the ratings go sky high. This woman electrified the nation, and she's still electrifying it. People stand in line for blocks to go to her book signings. She is an amazing woman, smart, beautiful. She's the Margaret Thatcher of our generation. She, I believe, can win the presidency. If not this next time, which I think she can the time after. We need Sarah Palin. She's bright. Well, I'll tell you, I think that the liberal women hate her because, like Barbara Walters and, was it Sally Quinn, and even Hillary, they slept their way to the top. You see, Sarah Palin didn't. How awful. She married her high school sweetheart, has 5 lovely children, has run the largest state in this country beautifully. She has been on, you know, I saw her on Sean Hannity. She actually got asked reasonable, you know, important questions. She was on, Barbara Walters interviewed her. I think it was Barbara Walters said, well, either Barbara or Walters said, Barbara Walters or Oprah said, real hard question. Do you plan on having Levi Johnston over for Thanksgiving dinner? What is wrong with Barbara Walters? She used to be a journalist. One of the best. Why would they ask that question? Would they have asked John Edwards, are you planning on having your mistress over for Thanksgiving dinner? Would he have asked Bill Clinton, you plan on having Monica Lewinsky over for Thanksgiving dinner? What is wrong with these people? What is wrong? I'll tell you, journalism died. A year and a half ago, it died. CNN is 25 points lower than Fox News. They're barely getting by. ABC, they're going bankrupt. Watch Fox News. Oh, one of the problems that some of these freaks had to do with Sarah Palin, well, one of the problem was she read Newsmax. So do I. I also read Newsweek, which is a liberal piece of, I scraped better things off the bottom of my shoe than Newsweek. But I do read Newsmax because I like to know what's going on truthfully. Now, I'm going to tell you Barney Frank. I don't know if I said this before. A couple weeks ago, he had a place up in Maine. He was sitting out on the porch and a police officer came by. He said, do you know, Mr. Frank, that you have marijuana plants growing out back in your garden? Well, you can't understand him anyways. I wish he'd get some teeth, but I suppose his boyfriends wouldn't like it. But anyway, he said he'd never, even though he was for marijuana, for medicinal purposes. He didn't know what they looked like. I'm 68 years old. I know what they look like. They have 5 leaves. Very easy to spot. What he said, I'm not an outdoorsman, and so I don't know many plants. The cop believed him. Do you remember a while back when Congress was investigating him? He had tried to fix all his boy toy at the time. His boy toys traffic tickets. But what they found out was his little darling boyfriend was running a male escort service out of Ronnie Frank's apartment. Ronnie didn't know anything about that either. And when he was sitting, when he was making decisions about Fannie Mae, his lover of the day sat on the board at Fannie Mae, which is a clear conflict of interest. But the liberals don't want to know about it. Why do the people of Massachusetts continue to re-elect this freak? Barney, you're a freak of nature. You know, go crawl back under whatever rock you came out from under. The best thing I have seen about the health care bill, someone said, Rush Limbaugh, I think, he said, the health care bill is like this. You go and you buy a house. Go to the bank, purchase a house. They won't tell you how much it's going to cost because they don't know. And also, you have to make payments on it for 4 years before you can move in. That's how this health care thing is. These people who think that they're going to be able to get Lucy's tonsils removed a month from when it's passed, or get their diseased gallbladder out, or all these other things. This does not kick in for 4 years. So if you're terminal, my dear, you're going to die, okay? I'll probably be dead by the time it kicks in. But we're going to be making payments on it. You're all going to be making payments on it for 4 years before it begins. Every poor person that are looking for help, they think they're going to get it immediately. No! It's going to be at least 4 years. At least. Now, the government is running the post office. It's $12 billion in the red. They also, the 2 car companies that the government took over, GM and Chrysler, they're the only 2 companies that are back for more money. GM needs, I think it's $30 billion more dollars to keep going. And of course it's easy because the government, they're just borrowing it from themselves. During the cash for clunkers, the only one, only 2 automobiles that didn't get anything was GM and Chrysler. And I think it might be because of this 32-year-old college dropout that never been in a automobile factory or had anything to do with any kind of selling automobiles. Obama put him in to run these car companies, and they're going down. You want them running your health care. Everything that they have, you know, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, they're all going bankrupt in a few years. Everything the government touches goes bankrupt. Don't let them run your health care insurance, please. You're much better off with what you have. It's like, they say this like, Obama started out 37 million don't have insurance. They brought it down to 20-something. The real number of people out of 300 million people that don't have insurance is 12 million people. Why should we change everything for them? Just 12. Good night.